Hi, I'm Parneet Jaggi, and this is going to be the last video in the series on Tara, a play by Mahesh Dattani. Last but not the least, let's look at the significance of its title, Tara. And we know Tara is the protagonist of the play. But what all does Tara indicate? Tara is not just the name of a girl, the character, the protagonist, the one who is suffering in the play and the one who dies towards the end of the play. But Tara is also symbolic of a shooting star that we call it in Hindi, Tara. Shooting star, which is temporary guest of a small fraction of time, as like the protagonist is. And this idea as a symbol also brings to mind the concept of the binary star systems that consist of two stars that are gravitationally bound and generally move around each other in stable orbits. When two such stars have a relatively close orbit, their gravitational interaction can have a significant impact on their evolution. So we see that they are spiritually they are inseparable. Now, with the demise of Tara, we see that there is an experience of remorse in Chandan because they may be biological two different human beings, twins, but spiritually they are inseparable. So we see just as the Siamese twins in this case have an interwoven identity and has a great impact on each other mentally and biologically in their evolution, yet they are spiritually inseparable. And this causes to that great sense of bereavement, remorse, repentance in this person, Chandan, who feels responsible and guilty for the death of Tara, and he also experiences a sudden sense of identity crisis, due to which he even leaves the place and goes to London and closes himself, shuts the door to the world, and even changes his name to Dan. Now, it also presents the conflict between illusion and reality as echoed by the multi-level set of the play. So we see in the play that the house of the Patels is kept as a memory, kept in memory. The only realistic level is the part of the wall covered with faded wallpaper that has the writer writing the play in which he appears to the audience. So in this sense, we see that the playwright presents a meta-theatrical aspect as he talks of distancing himself from the experience and writing about it. Then we have this character, the doctor, Dr. Thakkar, as portrayed in the set, stands in contrast as the omnipotent author with the author godlike stance. It thereby underlines the clash between the subjective and the objective author. Like we see, Chandan discovers that even distancing himself physically in a seedy suburb of London, thousands of miles away from home, hasn't done the trick. He doesn't get comfortable after reaching there. He attempts as much as possible to alienate himself from the script also, but he suffers from a writer's block. And everything in front of him remains stagnant on his paper, just as his own life is. Just as in his own life, nothing changes but the dates. So he neglects his own personal history to get over his guilt with what has happened to Tara. So just as the lowest portion occupies a major portion of the stage, the memory of guilt haunts and dominates Chandan's personality. It is to deny this, actually, that he creates his alter ego with the name of Dan. So this is how we say that towards the end, he is trying to overcome his agony by scripting this play named Twinkle Tara, and he even dedicates this play to his sister. He says, "To masticate my memories in my mind and spit out the result to the world in anger," picking up the sheet he has typed. "My progress so far, I must admit, has been zero, but I persist with the comforting thought that things cannot get any worse. I keep staring at my typewriter every day, wondering how best to turn my anguish into drama. All I find every day, without fail, so one typewritten sheet with the title of the play, my name and address and the date. Nothing changes except the date. So, this is how we find that his being in a diaspora, change of place and country, this causes another divide in his self, the identity of the diaspora caught between his native culture and the foreign culture, as signified by his two names, Chandan and Dan, and the guilt, the feeling of separation from his sister, and the spiritual separation do not leave him even till the end of the play. So, this was how we have interpreted the play in several forms. We have discussed the synopsis, the plot, the themes, and the significance of the title of the play. I hope this benefits the students, and even if it benefits you, kindly like, share, comment on my videos. Thank you for now.